Court halted the federal judge order to reinstate fired consumer. Hey girl, I see you. For Financial Protection Bureau in February, Elon Musk's Doge team entered the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau headquarters, and the staffers was mad as hell. Not as mad as Elizabeth Warren, knowing that her whole tree went straight up. How white is she? She don't have branches. It just goes up. You can't stop it. They bring Tori on, because she's sitting here laughing at me.
Hey, how are ya?
Hey, Tori, how you doing? How you doing out there? Everybody, if y'all don't know who Tori is, find her. Tori, go ahead and give everybody a little background about yourself, and then wait till after you finish saying all that, tell them what you're running for.
Okay, hey, my name is Tori Branum. I live in Georgia. I own a business called Middle Georgia Female Firearms Training. However, I branched out nationwide. I've trained over 13,000 women across the country, Pennsylvania, Alabama, Texas, everywhere. So we're in the process of changing the name of my business to Pretty Well Armed. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I taught Marines on the range before they went to combat, and I got out. I was an Air Force spouse, stayed home with my kids, got my college degree, started working as a behavioral therapist, and in 2016 I saw a need. Women were being murdered at alarming rates, and a lot of times it was by current or former romantic partners, and I just went on and ran a small yard sale ad to offer handgun training, and it took off from there. And I've helped a lot of victims of domestic violence. It's been a big ministry for me and a huge blessing to be able to help women.
Why are you getting back in politics? I just had to ask. Why are you getting back in politics, though?
Well, this is actually it was a year this month that I qualified to run for state senate. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that had to do with, I've been to the border. I was devastated about what happened with Lake and Riley and how these local cities are not enforcing their immigration laws, and they're not being penalized like they're supposed to be. And I felt like I needed to be that voice because I've seen it firsthand. I've been to the migrant centers. I've talked with Border Patrol. I've been down there 3 times. And seeing it happen right on our doorstep, and being a mom of 7 girls, and just knowing that, it's just right outside our window at all times.
Wait. Ho. I'm thinking you like me. I got 4 babies. You said, I'm going to have that boy. Maybe the next one, a girl. I'm gonna have
Nope, my son was my first. So I'm a mom of 1 son and 7 girls. So I have 8 kids total.
How in the world he got a life? He ain't got no life. He did not have no life with 7
Well, he's
sisters.
26, so now he has a 3-year-old daughter. So when he had a girl, he's like, of course I had a girl. I mean,
did he have any privacy growing up?
Well, probably not.
Oh, he was the punching bag. Oh, I got to meet him. I feel so sad.
The girls love their brother. They love him to pieces.
So,
yeah.
What are you running for this time around?
So I ran for state senate for 9 weeks, and I got told over and over and over, you can't help veterans on the state senate level, and you can't help with the border crisis on the state senate level. And so I've been praying about it, and I was like, you know what? I see what's going on. There's 2 VAs in my hospitals in my district. There's at Fort Gordon, the Army base. Mm-hmm. I see all the fraud, waste, and abuse, and I hear from the veterans, and I'm like, the best way for me to be able to help veterans, being that I have an iron in the fire, and that's where I get my health care, and I see the bureaucracy when I go in there, is to run for 12th District Congress against Rick Allen. And I've had veterans reach out to me that he hasn't done the things he needs to do being a congressman in a veteran community. There was some horrible stuff going on at the Dublin VA, and veterans have called me and said he was supposed to be arranging meetings that never happened. And girl, the rabbit hole is, it's astounding what is going on with veterans. So I really want to be able to help on a federal level. Plus I studied national security, immigration. Those are things I can do in Congress. I cannot do that as a state senator.
Absolutely. In Congress, for him to be in a military district, you'd think that he would make military the bases, VA, everything, one of his core reasons of why he's running when there's a lot of bases and military down there. And then if you make a promise, one thing I can tell you, my son and everybody that I know in military, that you either be on time or don't come at all. And another
Exactly.
thing, don't lie.
And I'm tired of politicians. They don't care about veterans until it's time to get elected.
Boom.
They
It's that
do
simple.
nothing until election year. It's just a ploy to get votes. And you're right. We have a Carl Vincent VA Medical Center here in Dublin. Here's just one example. They had an ICU that they got rid of in 2014. Well, when they got an audit, they found out they've been getting funding for this unit since 2014, and it doesn't even exist, and they don't know where the money is.
Wait. They don't know where the money is.
They don't know where the money went, and nobody's tried to figure it out yet.
My God. Do you know who you're going up against? I mean, I didn't mean to say it like that. I said Rick Allen's. That name sounds familiar. Girl, you getting ready to go against the powers that be? One of they right-hand people?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're a congressman and you're worth $52 million, willing to work for $172,000 a year, don't disclose any of your stock trades for almost the duration of your time. Write off PPP loans and get them forgiven. Some other things that I won't mention, but it is the establishment. And, I know I'm a great Republican conservative candidate, but they will probably put someone, if he doesn't run, they'll put someone in to run against me, because you know how they are. They will install someone in there. I want to work for the American people. I don't want to be bought. I want to do the work that needs to be done. And I guess the really good thing here is for people like me and you that have a big social media platform, is we connect with our constituents and we connect with American citizens. And, in times past, you could raise $1 million, slap a sign in the yard, run some ads, and call it a day to win an election. But even Trump acknowledged through creating his new media team was that's the way we're connecting with people, is through social media. So now you have these old school, good old boy politicians trying to get on Facebook and do a video. And it's so insincere because they're there to meet their own interests.
And cover their own tails to make sure they keep that power. If he's already worth $52 million, what in the world would he want to go up there and only make $175,000?
And everything he says is scripted. It's like somebody wrote his speech, stumbles over his words. We need term limits. I believe in term limits. Even Washington said he's going to do 8 years, go home to his farm, and live under the laws he's created. And I signed a congressional term limit pledge when I was running for state senate that, I feel like if you can't move up after 8 years, you need to get out. Either move up to something else like Senate or governor or whatever, and then, or get out. You don't need to be a lifetime politician, because even in the military, our officers only stay at a base like for 2 years and they move on, because it's too easy to get embedded in the good old boy system. It's too easy to be in the establishment. And that has been a great system that works, and it needs to work in politics.
Now, if you're going to be running in your district down there, how big and what does the counties out of Georgia it encompass?
So it's 22 counties. It goes all the way from Augusta.
Okay.
It goes over to Effingham County, below Savannah. It goes all the way down to Bullitt County, where Statesboro is, over to Trutland, where Soperton is, so kind of in a big circle, and then down to Lawrence, where Dublin is. But it's 22 counties. So it's... Good God. A very rural area. Aside from Augusta, Dublin, Statesboro, very rural, lots of farming.
You, other than you're going to put a lot of miles on your car and a lot of miles on your shoes, I think just go to where they are at. Because so many people in Georgia, they see an incumbent name and they're like, ooh, jackpot. But because they really don't know the other person that's running, and with you, he's not going to go out there and hit 22 districts. 22 counties. I can tell you that now. But you could get a head start and just get out there and really, really hit it home. You don't even have to attack him whatsoever, because
I don't even want to do that. I just want to talk about what I can do to get the job done. and I have to literally knock doors, go to businesses. I have to work my butt off because I'm not a millionaire. So I'm going to set up town halls in all 22 counties. I have some really cool fundraisers that are going to be kind of military type fundraisers, like a Top Shot contest where men and women can pay to shoot against me with iron sights and a rifle. I'm going to do some boutique tours to bring women out for meet and greets. I have a lot of plans, and I'm so glad I have a year and not 9 weeks. I think it can be done, but I have to work hard.
I don't really think you got to work hard. I think when you start opening up your mouth at some of these meetings, these meet and greets, these different town halls, you're going to be picking up not only volunteers, you're going to be picking up more supporters because you're getting ready to do something that he's going to have surrogates going out there to do. He's not going to go out there and put some straps his boots on and roll up his sleeve, and he's not going to do it.
Not at 72.
No. So he's going to get his surrogates. They're going to sit there and read a script of exactly what he wants. They're not going to ask questions because they just won't, and they think it's going to be a shoe-in.
Well, not everybody's in President Trump's shape. I mean, that man golfs. He doesn't sleep. He's great, but he's not the typical older man, you know?
I'm sitting here like he like 79 or something, and he's like the Energizer Bunny.
Mm-hmm. And that is a rarity.
And I feel like, you know what, with him down here in Georgia, all you got to do is look around. You got to look around. No more lip service of what you're going to do, especially when it comes to the veterans, our seniors, you know, the situations that's going on in Georgia. And then also y'all district with the 22 counties. It's going to work in your favor because you're going to be out there a lot more than he could ever be. They're going to see his signs all over the place. That's what money can buy, a lot of signs, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I'm raising money for right now is the signs, and that'll be for next year. You know, this is a crazy example, but I was looking going, how in the world did AOC become a congresswoman when she was a bartender? And I was like, what did she do? Canvassing, knocking doors.
Well, remember, she used children. And you got to remember her district is very compact. So she only had to go a couple of blocks. You got to understand, you got 22 counties. You're going to be going hundreds of miles.
I know. It's shocking, but I'm ready for it. I love talking with people. I'll get up from sunup to sundown and go to parades and town halls and meetings and Rotary meetings and chamber meetings and whatever else I'm invited to.
And pick up some young Republicans to get out there and help you volunteer and knock on doors. Get in contact with Cooper Whitmire, who is Turning Point Action coordinator or over Georgia. Great people, a great person that's can help you get some volunteers and door knockers out there. If you have to reach out to Charlie Kirk, I would say reach out to them. I would really bring the youth vote on your side.
Mm-hmm. And I am a huge Trump supporter. I agree with what he's doing, and he must be doing something right because they are backdooring him at every turn. But I'm in a veterans group, American First Veterans, and I know I'll have their endorsement, and I think I'll get some pretty good endorsements
wait.
too.
You talking about the Veterans for America First?
No, it's a different one. It's brand new. They just started it.
Oh, okay.
America First Veterans. But I did have the endorsement from America for Veterans First also.
I don't see President Trump endorsing him. I'm going to say this. I don't feel, especially in Congress, I don't care if he is a millionaire, but I don't see, because I don't feel like he's American first. Hell, I don't even think he's Georgia first, but that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I would love to have a Trump endorsement, and I know that our veterans group has a front row seat to Trump, and he's very supportive of what we're doing. So I would like that. But, you know, I think a lot of people are scared to endorse this early because, I don't know, I guess they don't want to make an endorsement and feel like they've went against the other party. And that's, to me, that's just, I feel like you should stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And that was how I felt like a lot of the Republicans in Georgia, where they didn't really back Trump at all until he won. And then all of a sudden they're on the Trump train. And it's like, when you didn't think he was going to win, you were not having those conversations and supporting Trump. And I could name names.
Oh, no, I call them rhinos and Republican names only, period. That was a meme that came out. there are 70 something million Trump supporters, not 70 something million Republicans. And I hope the Republican Party understand that, or somebody is going to be another Bernie Sanders and also Gavin Newsom, where they came out and said, hey, the Democrats don't have a ground game anymore. We don't have grassroots. Matter of fact, we dying off in the Democratic Party.
Oh, did you just see Mayor Adams of New York resigned? He left the Democrat Party.
But he's independent. He's an independent now. He's not a Republican.
Well, yeah, he's not gonna. He needs to go on to Canada. Cause I mean,
he better get somewhere because after,
I'm just saying, even he stepped out.
No, the reason why they went after him, remember, he was the golden child. Adams. He used to be the police captain, something like that, very high up in New York City. But this is where the Democrats turned their backs on Eric Adams, is when he didn't want those illegals in his city anymore. And he kind of broke the mold of the Democrat Party. So what happened? You had the DOJ, the DOD, and every Democrat go against Eric Adams. And then they tried to get him with that indictment. Come to find out, they dropped everything against him.
Well, I remember I was at the border when he went to El Paso the first time to see the border. And I remember him going, listen, he said that people think that they're going to come to New York and our streets are paved with gold, but there is no more room at the inn. We cannot take anybody else. And that was a turning point in his career where they started being like, trying to put him in. They did put him in jail, I guess, at one point. And that was where they turned on him when he said there's no more room at the inn.
Wait a minute, but this is the same one that was like, you know what? Shame on you, Greg Abbott. Shame on you, border states.
Until he went there.
Until he's a police officer, though. You would think, having that many years of experience in the police field, you would know exactly what was happening at the southern border. So when, Greg Abbott and the rest of them started sending all these illegals up to New York, which caused them more problems, he finally got his cop hat back on instead of a politician hat.
Right. Yep. Had to learn the hard way, that's for sure.
Now, what are you going to do when a whole bunch of establishment not want to, support you?
When they don't want to support me? Oh, it's already happening. I had a man jump in my inbox yesterday who you might know. And he told me he was so disappointed in me because I questioned why Ag Bondi was recommending the death penalty for
Luigi?
Yeah,
Luigi.
But I said, why did Jose Ibarra not get the death penalty? And I wasn't pinpointing that on her. Obviously, she wasn't the ag at the time. My point was, what was the difference that they were able to make their, as feds, be able to put their recommendation in? And he goes, I don't like that you did that. And I don't like you're coming after the Republican Party in Georgia, and we're not going to support you. Girl, I shut him down. I said, I've been asked to be the range master for the 11th GOP barbecue, for one. Two, I said, maybe you should be talking about why Senator Sean Steele lied about valor, lied about being a veteran. Why? Maybe you should talk about the Peach State Values PAC running smear campaigns on grassroots candidates. Maybe you should talk about Colton Moore being assaulted and the Georgia State Patrol standing there and they still have their badges, and why that speaker still has a job. So if you want to talk about what the Republicans won't support, maybe you should go after them. And I said, don't say anything to me privately that you won't say in public, because I'm one of those people. I'm very transparent. And I represent my constituents. And if you say something to me, you better think the whole world's going to see it, because I'll put it online. Oh, he backtracked. Oh, I believe in what you're doing. I think you'd make a great asset to the state of Georgia. But I'm going to tell you, Lucretia, I am transparent. And I don't want, if somebody's going to say something to me, they better be willing to, they better think, the whole world's going to see it.
Number one, don't go into a woman's inbox. What the world wrong with you?
Oh, it's so disrespectful. I'm like, you're getting my personal email to announce your departure, that you're going to unfollow me, and how disgusted you are? I said they ran a smear campaign on me, $26,000 bigger than the yearly Senate salary, but they'll go right off a damn PPP loan. Don't ever get in my inbox.
Now, you know they're going to send their squad members after you. You're not towing the party line.
Oh, he apologized after that, because I told him I'd let the whole world see it. You're not going to bully me.
Oh, no, I let the whole world see it anyway. You are not a man. You're a simpleton, okay? We call them simps. You're not a man if you have to go into a woman's inbox to give her a piece of your mind. You're nothing but a simp, a simple man. You're a simple ass man. That's exactly what you are. You have no authority, and you pretty much got your cojones in somebody's pocketbook. I would have went off on him.
Oh, I did. And he, by the end, he's like, well, I believe in what you do and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't want to say anything else. I said, we'll just call it a truce. But that's not how you came at me. And he says he's internal affairs for the Republican, the GOP here in Georgia. And I'm like,
then tell me why.
And nobody's going to support me. I said, so you don't think my constituents have a choice?
If he's internal affairs inside of the state of Georgia, how the hell is Brad Raffensperger still Secretary of State?
I don't know. His last name is Ryder, R-I-D-E-R.
You know I'm going to find him.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was like, you are not going to bully me behind closed doors. He said I was going to comment, but I didn't want to throw you under the bus. Oh, well, go ahead and throw me under the bus.
Girl, oh, no, see, I've had my
I'm going to send you the screenshots of that so you can have fun with them.
Okay, then, because I've had many people that says they're Republicans inside of the state of Georgia get into a private email or into my DMs and try to give me the piece of their mind. Nope, I just put it on my Facebook page. Now you go ahead and say what you had to say. Don't say nothing in private. You can say it in public because since you are running for a public position, you are a public figure. So if anybody ever be that so transparent that you screenshot and put it on your page, people need to see that the same scare tactics, the same dirty games that is on the Democratic side is also prevalent on the Republican side.
And we have to clean it out. That's the swamp. The swamp is on both sides.
Any man that attacks a woman is he need to be set down. Eternal affairs.
Oh, absolutely. And he told me that the Republicans in Georgia weren't going to support me. And I said, so you're telling me my constituents don't have a choice? Girl, I was hot.
You have every right because they are trying to get you to sit down. I'm sure they're going to offer you money next. Or a position.
I've heard a lot of stuff. You've been threatened with a lot of stuff, but I've never heard somebody claim to be internal affairs for the Republican Party.
Do we got internal affairs at the Republican Party?
I think his name, he said it was Randy Ryder, R-I-D-E-R. I will send you the screenshots. But yeah, I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, I'll put it out there on my page. It'll be it'll be okay. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of their lap dogs. I'm sick of their, smear campaign people. Put both feet on the ground, plant them firm, and aim. I didn't say pull the trigger, though, but pull the trigger of your mouth because women can be more pettier than men give us credit for.
I know, and I'm just wondering, do they think past their nose to have the audacity to think you're going to hop in my inbox and you're going to put me in my place? They clearly do not know what type of woman I am.
You be like, I got 8 babies. Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And not only was I a military, but I was a military spouse and a military mom. And all those jobs were hard and emotionally tasking. So if you think you can take me down by trying to intimidate me...
Wait a minute. I'm still stuck on the internal affairs for the Georgia Republican Party.
He said he was the head of security. And he's retired law enforcement for the Georgia GOP or the Georgia Republicans. And then he turned around and said my title is internal affairs. But when I told him I'd put screenshots for everyone to see since I'm running a campaign and I need transparency, all of a sudden he's like, I think you'd be a great asset to the state of Georgia. I agree with you on a lot of things. I'm friends with Colton Moore.
Yeah, please send that. I don't care about making enemies. I'm just being honest. Number one, don't ever go into a married woman or I don't care. Don't go into a woman's inbox.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you're
not
a man.
married, but still, I get what you're saying.
They come in my inbox. I'm sitting here telling you. I don't want to see a dick pic. I don't want to give you think you're going to give me a piece of my mind and make me go bake a cake or a shit pie. That don't work. Men, I'm going to need for y'all to either put your nut sacks in a pocketbook or step back in the man role. But when you go out there and deliberately try to attack a woman, you are a simpleton. And I have no respect. I ain't got no problem blasting them out there on Facebook. I don't
You get behind me because I'm a good candidate, but they're just going to try to install someone because they know that I'm not going to
roll over,
fit
play
the status quo, and I'm not going to be bought, and I'm not going to have somebody in my ear try and get me to do the wrong thing. Because here's the thing, I got children and I got grandchildren, and I care about the future of this country for them. So we have never lived we have lived in a nanny state since President Wilson in this country. You and I have never lived in a country the way that it was created to be because of so much fraud, corruption, good old boys, the way things have been ran. We've never lived in the country the way it was created to be, and we have to figure out a way to get back there. And I don't know if we can. I hope we can, but it's going to take a lot of work.
We're going to get back, and we're going to get back to the point, or some people are going to go to jail. I just feel like that. I don't care if it's the Secretary of State office with audit. I don't care if it's, I'm over it. I'm over the corruption and the scare tactics that even happen on our side. And trust me, they get in my inbox or they get in the live feed, but this is what you got to do. You got to put them on blast. I mean, when I say put you transparent, then you need to put these people right out there on your social media platform, because if they have the cojones to come in your inbox, he got the cojones to do it right there on your page.
Yeah, I mean, it was shocking. I was like, wow, like you think, like, are you that much? First thing I thought was this redneck guy is so stupid that he thinks he can just get in my box and shut me up. That's really what I thought. This guy's a redneck. What is his problem? That's what I thought.
Now you got to do is see who he worked for. Who is his bestie? Who do he hang around with?
I haven't even dug past that, but I probably should. But I would love to see all these people that screwed Trump over in the state of Georgia. I would love to see them be taken down.
Thank you.
I mean, we were the reason that he lost the election. I would love it if some of these people were the first ones he went after.
Absolutely, especially Brad Raffensperger. You could take him down first.
Oh, I heard that he was allegedly paid for votes to flip the election. I have not looked at all of that yet. I know you know a lot, and some of my friends know a lot. I have not looked at all the details of that yet.
I don't think he looked at all the details like that yet either, because his mouthpiece is Gabriel Sterling. I can't stand these people. Okay, hold on, because we got 2 minutes left. Tori, go ahead, because this Zoom is too fast. Now, Tori, tell everybody again who you are, what you're running for, where they can find you, and please send me that in my email. So, because I'm inbox, I'm gonna put them on. I'm just gonna share it.
Okay, my name is Tori Branum. I live in Dublin, Georgia. I'm running for 12th District Congress against Rick Allen. And my page is Firearms Trainer Marine Tori Branum on Facebook, and that is where I share gun politics, current events, everything.
Oh, and B-Dub said that President Trump will be 78 June 14th.
Wow. And he's got more energy than I do.
No, because after this, I'm getting ready to take another Benadryl, and I'm going to be gone in 2 hours. That's all that's what I'm getting ready to do.
I've been fighting allergies while I'm rubbing my nose. I'm like, there's something in the air. My head hurts.
Pine sperm is we call it pine sperm. It's pine needles and spruce trees, maple trees. Everything in the state of Georgia right now is having sex with each other, and it's just killing all of us. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I've had a headache for 2 days and a stopped up nose. So
and you got to remember, you in South Georgia. I'm way up here near the mountains. You got a lot more trees than we do.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and take your Benadryl, Sudafed, saline water, and everything else. So everybody, again, this is Tori. She is running for what, Tori? District
12 Congress in Georgia.
So
22 counties.
Even if you think you can't.
Go ahead. Look, my website is www.toriforgeorgia.com. TORIFORGEORGIA.com. Tori for Georgia.
.com. Okay.
And if they Google my name, I have a huge footprint online. Lots of news interviews and things like that they can look at.
And that's TORIFORGEORGIA.com.
Yes. Yes.
Booyah. So everybody, y'all say bye to Tori. Bye, Tori. I love you, girl.
Bye. Love you too. Take care. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right, everybody. End of the show. I'm getting ready to go make some whiting fish, some baked bean, coleslaw, hush puppies, and I'm taking some drugs. I'm going to take some more drugs. This is what I'm going to do. So, Dave got it up and Ah, dang. I try to give him a leeway. See how sweet I am as a wife? I'm like the sweetest thing since sliced bread. Go ahead, Dave. And I'm going to cook. Yes, I beat up out there. Fudge, Martex, Hermione. Did I say that right? Hermione. I hate everybody.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting ourselves together, we're polishing up our act.
Okay, I'm trying to pick up these dances. The guy in the red is doing this. The people in the back in the white is doing this.
Yeah, forget the guy in forget that couple.
I'm trying
other
to.
Couple.
You want me to do the people in the white?
Yeah, that couple, the couple.
But
in the
this
red,
is how
I've
they
watched
do
this
it.
millions of times. Those people never got married. They hated each other. The couple over on the other side in the white, they got married. They had 4 kids.
I've been trying to keep beat, but it really hurts to watch them dance, and I'm all offbeat with them. So everybody, Melissa, thank you for hanging up in here. I really appreciate it. Marsha LaCastia, everybody, Cheryl, Chris Reed, Wanda, thank you for sticking in here with us. Amy Folk, you, Christy Fowler, Linda Sears, everybody, April Smith. Where the hell Warren Pika go? Well, you know what? It is what it is. Donate, donate, donate. Holler! I'm ready going to cook. Faded to black.
Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs. Gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine. He's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia Hughes